There are gaming magazines, there are legendary gaming magazines, and then there is Weekly Famitsu. If video games had a Vatican, a Wall Street, and a gossip column all fused into one, it would be Weekly Famitsu. And today, we're diving into its weird, wonderful, occasionally unhinged history. Famitsu was born in 1986, back when the Nintendo Entertainment System was turning living rooms into pixelated battlefields. But here's the twist. It wasn't originally called Weekly Famitsu. It was called Famicom Tsushin. Tsushin means communication, so technically it started as Nintendo Gossip Weekly. The magazine was launched by ASCII Corporation, which later evolved into what we now know as Interbrain. And from day one, Famitsu wasn't just reviewing games, it was ranking them. Which brings us to the thing that made developers sweat. Famitsu uses 4 reviewers. Each gives a score out of 10. Maximum score? 40. Seems simple. Except in Japan, that 40 out of 40 score, it's basically a knighthood. The first game to receive a perfect 40 was The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time for the N64 in 1998. Now here's the fun part. Before that, nothing. Not a single perfect score. For over a decade, Famitsu was stingy. Then suddenly, after Ocarina, more perfect scores started to appear. Cue the conspiracy theories. Were standards shifting? Was the industry changing? Or were developers finally learning how to bribe 4 reviewers? Just joking. You might not know this, but Famitsu has a mascot. His name is Neki the Fox. Yes, a fox. He debuted in the late 1980s and somehow looks like he escaped a Saturday morning cartoon and wandered into corporate publishing. And here's a lesser known fact. Famitsu once held popularity polls where fictional characters beat real-world celebrities in reader rankings. Imagine losing to a polygonal swordsman. Devastating. In Japan, a high Famitsu score can dramatically boost launch sales, especially during the golden era of PlayStation 2 and Nintendo DS. A strong review could mean sellout status. A weak one? Let's just say printers worked overtime adjusting marketing strategies. Some Western studios even delayed Japanese releases just to ensure they'd get a favorable Famitsu window. Because if you bombed in Famitsu, the Japanese market noticed. Famitsu isn't just reviews. Their weekly sales charts became the pulse of the Japanese gaming market. Before digital dashboards and instant analytics, industry insiders would literally wait for Famitsu numbers to understand what Japan was buying. For years, those charts were considered more authoritative than public company statements. Imagine a magazine quietly controlling the emotional stability of half the gaming industry. Power. Famitsu has reviewed dating simulators with straight faces, given bizarre niche imports thoughtful critiques, published reader comics and parody content. It blended journalism, fandom, and chaos in a way no Western equivalent quite managed. Think EGM, but with more Fox energy and less Midwestern restraint. By the 2000s, appearing on Famitsu's cover was a badge of honor for franchises like Final Fantasy VII, Monster Hunter, and Dragon Quest. Developers timed announcements around it. Leaks from it became international headlines. Even today, when gaming news moves at light speed, Famitsu remains a respected institution in Japan. Because it isn't just a magazine. It's tradition. It's ritual. So next time you see a game bragging about a Famitsu 38 out of 40, understand that behind that number is 4 opinions, 40 possible points, and nearly 40 years of gaming history. Not bad for something that started as a Nintendo Gossip Weekly column. And somewhere, Neki the Fox is watching, judging. Probably giving this video a 36, which honestly, I'll take. So until next time, this has been Prince J, signing out.